Hello friend, today we will learn the use of Common Dialog Box Control. Here we will learn the concept of Common Dialog Control with one example. Here we will see how these common controls can be used in different Windows application and that enrich the students or the professionals to save their times. If we want to use common dialog control, first we have to make the design the interface in which we are taking one label. Now 8 buttons we have taken and we have taken the different common control dialog boxes from the toolbox. Here we have taken color dialog box, font dialog box, open file dialog box, save file dialog box, print dialog box, print preview dialog box and folder browse dialog box. Before continuing with the coding part, we have used the label 1 where we have given use of common control dialog box. Button 1 we have taken font dialog box. Then in button 2 we have given color dialog and button 3 we have given open file dialog and button 4 we have given save dialog. Button 5 we have used folder browser and in button 6 we have used print dialog box and in 7 print preview and at last we have given the button 8 it is having the close. If we want to use this thing and we have to use the coding for them, first we have to remember in all the common control we have to use show dialog method through which we can display them and use. If we have to run it, first we have designed it, we have taken the common controls from the toolbox and we have placed over the form, but those will display in the control tray, not on the form. Whenever you will drag and drop, they will directly placed in control tray. For making the coding of those things, first we have clicked on the font dialog. For that we have clicked on the button 1 and we double click it and then code window will get open. Here first we have used the show dialog method through which we will able to display the font dialog box that we want to use. If we want to set the color through the font dialog box, then we will use show color property of the font dialog and then we will be able to display the color at that time. Now we have used label 1.font where we are taking the font from font dialog 1.font. Here through it we will set the font style for the display for the text that is being displayed over the label 1. Now again we will move for the form design. Now we will click over the button 2 color dialog box where we will display the color dialog box that we have to use. Color dialog 1 dot show dialog method will be there that will able to show you the color dialog box, and we are making the changes in the label and their foreground color. So we have used the label 1 dot fore color equal color dialog 1 dot color. After that we will use the same concept with the open file dialog box, that is the button 3. We will double click over the button 3. We will use open file dialog 1 dot show dialog. In the same sequence we will use the save dialog. For that we will select the button 4, double click over there and then we will see save file dialog 1 dot show dialog box. So here that will be the method that we have used. Like for the folder browser we have to click over there, folder browser dialog box 1 dot show dialog, that code we have to write for button 5. For the print dialog box we have to use print dialog 1 dot show dialog, because show dialog method is basically used to display all the dialog boxes at the runtime and those user can directly use in their programming part. Now we have to discuss with the print preview dialog box. Button 7 we have selected, we have clicked over here, the code window will get open. Now we will write print preview dialog 1 dot show dialog box. In this way it will be there. If we have to close the application, we will use the code. We have selected the button 8 and then we have double clicked over there and we have written me.close, through which our application can be closed. Now we will see the use of 8 practically, how it is working. Now we will click on the start debugging button. Through this the application will get executed, and after the execution such window will be there that you are getting. When we click on the font dialog box, now you can see this dialog box will get displayed here. Now we will select the pattern of the fonts that we have to use. We have to select the pattern, whatever pattern we have to use here, and then after we will click over the OK button. See the changes, whatever changes you have made, that is being visible over the font that you have used over the label control here. If we want to change the color, we have clicked on the color dialog box, then see that color dialog box will get displayed. We have to select the particular color from here, and when we click OK, then color of the label control text will get changed. Now we will see the use of open file dialog. We have clicked over there, then it is giving the open dialog box, and from there we can select those files those we have to open in our application. And like that we have to use the save dialog box. We have clicked over the save dialog button, then see save as dialog box will appear. Here we can give the name for the files that we have to save, and in this another file is also there like folder browser. So we have clicked over there, so it will display all the folders those will be there in our system. Print dialog box, it will give the settings related to the printer that is being used for printing the document, so we can get directly that facility through the print dialog box. If we have to see the print preview, we can also use the direct facility through the common control print preview, so that will be there. Now if we have to complete or the close the application, we will click on the close and the application will be closed. Here these all are the basic examples of the common dialog controls. If we want to use, that can be used in that way. Basically these are the inbuilt application that can be used by the user to enrich their applications directly, because they have not made those applications individually and they have to use in that because it takes the time, but here they can use directly then and then implement them in their applications. It will be better for them. If you have got those things, those informations, then like it. If you want to give some comments, then also give the comments, because for the betterment of the videos I have tried my level best. If you want and improve those things, then give comments and also subscribe. Thank you.